solving polynomial word problems and using polynomial operations to solve them. And we have this example here. The number of cars sold in 2010 can be modeled by the expression x cubed plus 7x squared minus x plus 4. In 2000, the number of cars sold can be modeled by the expression 4x squared plus 3x plus 2. Find the expression that modeled how many more cars were sold in 2010 than in 2000. So 2010 is bigger than 2000. So what we want to do is we want to take the cars in 2010 and subtract them from the cars in 2000. So cars in 2010. And then we are going to subtract the cars from 2000. And then that is going to give us the difference. So the cars in 2010 is modeled by this function here. So we want to say x cubed plus 7x squared minus x plus 4. And now here's the important part. We need to subtract the whole polynomial. So we need to make sure that we include those parentheses to make sure that we negate all of the signs and not just the first sign. So we have 4x squared plus 3x plus 2. And we have to make sure that we include the parentheses because we have to distribute the negative to all the parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite this with the negative distributed. So the first polynomial we can just write down x cubed plus 7x squared minus x plus 4. And then I'm going to distribute the negative to all the terms in the trinomial that we have there. So that's going to be minus 4x squared minus 3x minus 2, and that is going to be equal to the difference between them. And the last thing that we can do is just combine like terms. So the first term we come to is an x cubed. As we look through, there's no other x cubed terms, so we're just going to write down x cubed. The next term that we come to is an x squared, so 7x squared. And here we have a negative 4x squared, so 7 minus 4 is a positive 3x squared. We now have an x term, which is a negative x, and we have a negative 3x. So negative 1 minus 3, they have the same sign, so we add them. And so we get negative 4x. And then the last thing that we come to is our constant, and that's 4 minus 2, which is a positive 2. And that is going to be the difference between, this is the polynomial that represents the difference between cars sold in 2010 and cars sold in 2000.